Two monsters slam Mechagodzilla through a building and slide him across the ground, but then he breaks free from Kong's grip.
Hear about the process of aging up Kong, because he really does feel like the main character in this one. So how did that process go about?
The first thing we got was some concept art from the clients where they had done a bit of a draw over and made him a little. He's got a little spare tire around the stomach. He had a big long beard and a lot more gray hair. Honestly, we're trying to make Kong look like the director. But so then there's a little back and forth. So we started trying to help implement that, and the beard got a little shorter, and they didn't make him look quite so old. They didn't, there's a fine line there between, making him feel like time has passed between the last movie and making him feel like an old man. So
it's 30 odd years later. Adam wanted to introduce a bigger, older Kong, someone who was sort of street worn. He's been in a few brawls, I guess, with skull crawlers and other creatures that live on Skull Island.
Mechagodzilla has to be the ultimate villain. I mean, he's bigger than Godzilla, he's bigger than Kong. In the same way that as humans we develop things to destroy humans perfectly, we've developed this monster to take on monsters in a perfect way. Mechagodzilla is really created to foresee everything that Godzilla is going to do and do it better. And so really the first act of that entire fight scene before Kong joins in, it's really just showing how Mechagodzilla has been created to be superior to Godzilla in every way. He's designed to know what Godzilla's next move is going to be and to outthink him and outgun him. And so, you know, we were constantly trying to think of different attacks he can do and what different compartments he have that would open up and shoot things out. And we wanted it to still feel familiar, but something totally new. Much more of a Godzilla and Mechagodzilla, you know, battling it out, and there was a lot more give and take, and ultimately it just didn't work. It was like, at the end of the day, the only thing that that really made sense to show in this part was Godzilla just getting his ass handed to him. I mean, Mechagodzilla is designed to take on Godzilla, and Godzilla, by the way, I think would probably do a lot better in this fight if he hadn't have just gone a couple rounds with Kong. I mean, Godzilla's pretty tired. I mean, he hasn't had a chance to really slow down this entire movie. I mean, presumably he's been swimming around and, you know, going nuts in the ocean when he's not on screen, and so when Mechagodzilla comes out, they just, you know, he doesn't have a lot of reserves left in him, you know, and so it's a bit unfair.